So Kentucky has won two games in a row. They beat LSU and Missouri. They have advanced to the third round of the SEC men's tournament. Now they're going to be facing Florida, the reigning national champions, who, by the way, took them out at the end of the regular season, 84-77. Yep. Oh, and Florida beat Kentucky 92-83 when Kentucky was ranked. Now, okay, let's get this in perspective. Kentucky is now 21-12. They've pretty much guaranteed themselves a slot in the NCAA tournament. Florida is 25-6. They're guaranteed a slot in the NCAA tournament. Florida won the SEC regular season. They're 16-2. Kentucky went 10-8. So this is going to be an interesting game. Todd Golden won a national championship. He got to Florida. He had been at San Francisco. Hey, I got nothing but love for San Francisco Dons. If you don't know the history, they have two national championships, all because of a certain man by the name of Bill Russell. I got nothing but love for San Francisco because Bill Russell is my goat. And he built them to a team that made it to the NCAA division, to the NCAA tournament. Now, Florida, took him to his first year there, took him to the NIT. Then took him to the NCAA. They were 24-12. Then went 36-4, won the NCAA tournament. This year, they got the regular season title, 25-6. Now, Kentucky just played against Mizzou, 78-72. Mizzou's probably going to be in the NCAA tournament. Uh, they had 49. Kentucky had 49% shooting, 29% 3-point shooting. That wasn't that good. 78% free throw shooting. They had only 27 rebounds to Mizzou's 35. But they had 18 assists. They played as a team. They had 9 steals, which was 2 better than Mizzou. They had 9 blocks to Mizzou's 2 blocks. They only turned the ball over 9 times to Mizzou's 15. Had 11 fast break points to 6 for Mizzou. They had 22 fouls, though. They had 42 in the paint compared to Mizzou's 38. So they played better ball. They played better teamwork. And now they've played 2 games in a row, having to face the reigning national champions. Mark Pope's got a lot of work cut out for him. He does. This is going to be a tough game, no matter who you are. So we're going to cover this by the numbers. Why? Because that's how I do it. I do the statistics. So we're going to determine who could win this game between Kentucky and Florida. Let's do this. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics, do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Kentucky's lower seeded, so we're going to start with them. They score on average 81.2 points a game. They allow 73.9 points a game. They're 46.6 with field goal percentage, 72.3 free throw percentage, 34.9 3-point percentage. They make 8.3 3 points a game, 16.2 assists. So, and they showed in this last game, they can work somewhat together. 34.5 defensive rebounds, 10.1 turnovers a game. So they're playing in a way that, hey, they're getting this. 4.3 block shots a game, and they steal the ball 7 times a game. Otega Owe leading in points, leads in steals, 32.1 minutes, 18.3 points, 4.7 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.8 steals, zero point 0.2 blocks, 1.9 turnovers, 47% field goal percentage, and 34.5 3-point percentage with the 73% free throw percentage. Denzel Aberdeen, who leads in assists, 29.9 minutes, 13 points, 2.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 0.7 steals, 0.1 blocks, 1.2 turnovers, 43.3 field goal percentage, 35.2 3-point percentage, and 79% free throw percentage. Colin Chandler, 26.3 minutes, 9.9 points, 2.8 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.1 steals, 0.3 blocks, 1.1 turnovers, 43.8 field goal percentage, 42.4 3-point percentage, and 81.5 free throw percentage. Mohamed Diabate, 21.4 minutes, 8.5 points, 5.6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, zero point 0.9 blocks, zero point 0.9 or zero point 0.8 turnovers, 51.9 field goal percentage, 13% 3-point percentage, and 63.4 free throw percentage. Malachi Marino, who is fifth in scoring, also leads in rebounds and blocks. 1.5 blocks, 6.5 rebounds. Now, I'm looking at this team. You need a few other guys to be scoring. Otega Owe, great player, not taking anything against him. 4.7 rebounds. He's a guard that does 4.7 rebounds. You know, getting you a few assists a game, stealing the ball at a pretty decent amount. Nobody else is really coming that close to him. Some blocks. Turns over the ball a little much, but he's also kind of a gunner. I would get the ball out. I would, when you get in field goal range, I'd get the ball to Muhammad Diabate a little bit more. Malachi Marino's at 8.1 points. He's 58.3 in field goal range, but doesn't hit 3-pointers. So get those two the ball a little bit more when you're inside. You're doing three decently in the 3-point range already. They don't allow enough people to score. You're focused on Otega Owe. Yeah, you're getting almost 10 points out of Colin Chandler. You're getting almost 9 points out of Muhammad Diabate. Malachi Marino, you know, he's doing what he needs to do. He's doing defense. They need to keep up what they did against Mizzou when they play Florida. Now, Gators, 87.7 points a game. They're 12th in the nation on that. 71.7 points are what's getting scored against them on average. 70 or 48.2 field goal percentage. That's good numbers. So 36th in the nation on that. 70.8 free throw percentage. That could go up a little bit more. And only 31.3 3-point percentage with 7.6 3-points made a night. 16.9 assists. About the same teamwork wise. 42.5 defensive rebounds. That's a really good number right there. 11.1 turnovers and 5.1 block shots. They're 16th in the nation on that one. And 6.7 steals. They're a little bit worse on the steal side. Now, Thomas Haw is in the game 33.4 minutes, scores 17.2 points, 6.1 rebounds. That's a good number. as a forward, 2 assists, 1 steal, point 0.9 blocks, 1.5 turnovers, 47.1 field goal percentage, 34.4 3-point percentage, 75.6 free throw percentage. Here's a dude that probably needs to block a little bit more, but he's doing some defense. He's doing some good offense. Hey, I like Thomas Hogg, what I'm seeing of him. Alex Condon leads in blocks, 30.4 minutes a game, 14.8 points, 7.6 rebounds, 3.6 assists, zero point 0.7 steals, 1.4 blocks, 2.4 turnovers, though. 54.5 field goal percentage, 15.7 3-point percentage, though. 65.1 free throw percentage. Xavier Lee uh, leads in assists, 27.3 minutes, 11.6 points, 3.8 rebounds, 4.2 assists, 1.1 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, 1.7 turnovers, 41.5 field goal percentage, 27.7 3-point percentage, and 78.7 free throw percentage. Boogie Fland, who leads in steals, 29.7 minutes, 11.6 points, 2.6 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 1.9 steals, zero point 0.1 blocks, 1.5 turnovers, 44.1 field goal percentage, 23.2 3-point percentage, and 72.8 free throw percentage. And I gotta say a fifth player, Ruben Chiniula. This dude is a double-double machine. Leads and rebounds. 24.6 minutes, 11.4 points, 11.7 rebounds. So he gets more rebounds than points in a game. 0.7 assists, 0.7 steals, 1.1 blocks, 1.5 turnovers, 58.3 field goal percentage, and 69% free throw percentage. Here's something. They've got 6 players in double digits. You've got another guard who is at 9.9 points a game. They diversify who gets the ball. You've got high rebounding with a double-double machine in your center. You've got your big men leading it, but your guards are coming up and doing some of the work. Now, some of your guards I'd be a little worried about. Their shooting percentage isn't where you want them to be. But this team is scary. You need rebounds, get your center in there. You got 2 forwards that are high on rebounds, 6.1 and 7.6. This is a team that gets the ball as often as they can. Probably could steal a little bit more, but why when you've got this much defensive power right there? You know, Kentucky and Florida playing each other, being a Tennessee redneck that I am, I'm not really wanting to see either one of them win. I'll say it. Yes, they're SEC teams, but it's Kentucky and it's Florida. But I'm liking what Tom Golden's got going on at Florida. I kind of like what Mark Pope's got going on at Kentucky. Uh, I'm looking at these two teams. Kentucky's not got the scores. They're not playing necessarily stingy basketball, but they're not working. Yeah, they're working as a team, but it doesn't show when it comes to who's scoring. Florida's not playing stingy ball at all. They're getting rebounds like they need to do. They're working on defense like they need to do. Got a double double machine. Always love when I see a team with a double double machine, as long as they're not getting offensive rebounds off their own shots that they miss. These two teams are diametrically different. This is going to be go Gators, Gator chomp is what's going to happen to Kentucky. It's already happened twice this year. Kentucky's a decent team. Don't get me wrong. I know that they're a decent team. and they got unlucky to have to play the Gators twice this year. This is going to be a third win. Florida's fresh. Wildcats, I don't know what their percentage is. I don't know who to go to get you a percentage on who should win this game. But Florida's wanting that title again this year. This is just going to be a road bump for them. Kentucky's a good team, yes, but it's going to be a good warm up. That's all this is going to be for them, for the Gators. So, going to be Gators. Kentucky, hey, slap yourselves on the back. You got into the NCAA tournament most likely. Well, pretty much. You got a decent team. Mark Pope is a good coach. Todd Golden, really good coach. And I especially love that San Francisco connection. So, you tell me what you think, though. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker, I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.